The Weekly, hosted by the editors of Pro Builder and Pro Remodeler, starts now.
Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of The Weekly. This is your spot every Thursday to check out the latest trends and innovations that we're seeing in the marketplace. So we got some really big news this week. The International Builder Show and Kitchen and Bath Show are canceling their in-person event, and they're going 100% virtual. And that's not entirely surprising, kind of the way 2020's been going. But I know myself, I'm going to miss that experience. And knowing NAHB, they're going to put on a great virtual event. And I think 2022 International Builder Show already can predict it might be the biggest one ever. I think we're all ready to see each other in person again. I know I am. We also have a sponsor for today's episode. The sponsor today is a conference called Extreme Lead Gen. And Extreme Lead Gen is for the remodeling professionals out there who know how important lead gen is. It's the lifeblood of their business. And this is the only conference in the marketplace that 100% focuses on lead gen. It's got fantastic content. It's a live connected event, meaning that it's interactive and you can personalize it. And the content's going to be absolutely unbelievable. So check it out. It's November 11th and 12th, Extreme Lead Gen Conference. So let's get into today's show. In our first segment, Meredith Oliver talks about Facebook advertising. But the weird thing about the marketplace is it's so good and inventory is so low. Does it make sense to advertise on Facebook right now? And if you do, what should be your message?
And that's what's interesting is we're coming into fourth quarter, first quarter 2021, we don't have as much inventory. We don't have as many lots, home sites for sale. Like a lot of you are frankly nearing sold out. You're kind of shifting to a pre-sale business model. So what are you going to say in your Facebook ads if you're not advertising a specific open house or a specific inventory home? And I think that messaging and figuring out what that messaging is so that the ads are still really targeted is going to be the big challenge coming into fourth quarter and first quarter next year.
Right.
So we've got to shift them from I need it now, and this is where our salespeople come in, our marketing messaging, to you don't necessarily have to have it now. Let's get it right. Let's get what you really always wanted, and it's worth the wait. And just shift the messaging to a pre-sale.
In our middle segment today, we talked to Michael Anschel. You've seen him on the show before, and he is smart. So he has some advice for you. Free, that word free, it's a four-letter word, and that's not a good thing. So listen to why free has become a four-letter word.
Yeah, I think so. You're trying to get more business, and so you say 10% off, or you say 20% off, and pretty soon you find yourself at free, right? You know, anything to get that person in the door, to lock them down, to get a minute of their time, and you basically you've made yourself so valueless. Right. You're just another one of those, kind of scum-sucking bottom feeder, used car salesman, remodeler people who will do anything and say anything to get your business. When we say it's free, but we have it built into our overhead, or we say it's a loss leader, we're still billing for it. We're still, it's somewhere within the estimate of the project is in our overhead line, compensating for this thing that we're supposedly giving away. You can't actually give it away, you'd go out of business, right?
Yeah.
And I think that fees credited back, to me, in some ways, is even worse than, the free bit.
We finish up today in our last episode talking to Rebecca McAdoo. And Rebecca runs a division of a builder called Fresh Paint. Very, very, very cool company. And Rebecca talks about something that's been challenging all of us since COVID took over. What's good leadership? What is the responsibility of the leader? And how do you lead best in these uncertain times?
I think that every division president that's probably polled across the United States would talk about lot supply or timing of delivery or attainability or margins or staffing or COVID, round two, backlog, starting speculative inventory or not. There's all these things that keep us up at night. But I think, we could all talk about that, but I think there's also another facet that we need to talk about, and that is, the responsibility of a leader and our responsibility to navigate uncharted times, right? There is a lot going on in our world right now, and there's so many different spectrums of opinions and beliefs. And how do we show up not only as a company, because we do sell and build and close houses, which is an incredible honor, but how can we show up and be really good stewards of not only our people, but the people walking through our doors? It has to be a part of everything that we do. It's a part of our plan design. It's a part of, like I said, our development partners, our trade partners, who are our builders, who are our lenders, who's designing our homes, who are we working with on marketing? What are the pictures they're using? What are the words they're using? I mean, this ripples in through every business decision that we make.
That ends our segment for today. As always, we greatly appreciate you joining us. Special shout out to Extreme Lead Gen. Check it out. I think it'll be worth your while. Have a really safe week, and we look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Thanks for joining us.